Well, are you sitting comfortably with your cup of tea? Because I am. Are you ready for a Reggie story? Are you ready for a Reggie story? So the first thing is we're going to see a truck and a low bridge. But you know the whole mess of lights that at the end of our street, it's murder there. Well, anyway, just to show you. Let's see, a bit more stop. You see there? Do you see this? That is the diversion route for the low bridge. It's a 14-foot bridge, right? So it's a local bridge to us. And do you see that writing there? It says diversion for the low bridge. That's the low bridge diversion. This bridge is really poorly signed. And the only sign that you see for the 14-foot bridge is in the middle of this bloody junction. So you're so busy watching going through the junction. So let's continue. You're so busy going through the junction, it's not easy to see the diversion route. You're through the junction and then you think, oh shit, there's a 14-foot bridge ahead of me. What am I going to do? So you just continue. Now, it's not an easy bridge to spot. If you've not been here before, if this is not your regular route and you know about it, you're pretty screwed, because generally when bridges are around, you see the railway. Well, this railway crosses in front of your path, so it's not running alongside. Generally speaking, you're going along, you see a railway track, your warning radar in your head goes on, you go, oh, there's a railway track, that means there's bridges. So generally speaking, 50% of the time you get pre-warned because you see the track. But in this particular case, there is no warning. There's no warning at all. And this poor guy here, I know exactly what's going on. He's come to the bridge and he's gone, oh shit, that's a 14.5-foot bridge. And I'm taller than a 14.5-foot bridge. Now, luckily, there's a place to turn here. I mean, there's a lot of bridges. There's low bridges that the trucks can't get under, and the stupid council don't even give you an entrance or a turning or a nothing to try and get around, and you're screwed. So anyway, I can see him. I see. So first of all, I'm thinking, well, I'll tell him where the diversion is, because the trouble is, if you turn around at the bridge, the diversion isn't signed, so you wouldn't know where the hell to go. You turn around, as far as the council is concerned, you've now passed the bridge, and there's no low bridge diversion, because obviously if you're coming this way, there's no low bridge diversion, is there? So anyway, I see this poor person, same as everyone else. It's not well signposted. I think I'll go and give him an hand. But he's a rigid. He should be all right, but he's a bit of a tall boy rigid, look. The body's a bit taller than usual. So I know exactly what his problem is. And he's a good driver. Okay, you can say he was a bad driver and he shouldn't have gone down the road. It's poorly signed. The thing is, you can get done for attempting. You can even get done as a truck driver. You can be done on the road. He can be done there for attempting. But the signs are poor. They're in a poor situation, and the only good sign that you can see, you're coming through the lights, you're busy looking your left, your right, you're all coming through the junction, and you've passed the sign. So anyway, we're here. So anyway, I pull over. He's backed out from under the bridge. Although you might think he's a bad driver, he's not. He's a good driver. He's aware of his height. He's the height marker in the cab was 14'2". So although it says a 14-foot bridge, he didn't even attempt it. You'd think, well, 2 inches, it don't matter. It does matter. If they say 14, it is 14. Because if it was 14.1, they'd mark it a 14.1. So anyway, I'm having a word with him. You're all right, mate. Go through the middle. It's an arch. Go through the top of it. You'll be all right. And he's not too sure. So I look at his height monitor in his cab, which he's got working fine. It's marked 14.2. Well, I know you can get 14 and a half under there plus. through the arch. So I tell him, don't worry about it, because I was otherwise going to tell him the diversion around it. But he can get under it, no problem. Hold on. Let's click the next film. Let's click the next film. Here we are. So, first of all, he's cautious. First of all, he's not going to take a chance. Okay, I've given him advice, so he can listen to my advice, but he still can't guarantee on my advice. I'm just a dumb car driver, you know what I mean? With 30 years experience behind the wheel. So anyway, fair play. I said to him, go in the middle of the road and you'll be clear. Go in the middle of the road. Now you'll see now. Hold on. Let's see if we can... On this particular bridge, the 14 is the arch. Is the inside edge of the arch. So if he stayed either to the left or the right hand of the lane, that's where the 14 foot is, in there. So he would have clobbered it, or there was a good chance he was clobbered it, or if something was this far over, it made him touch over, it would have clobbered it. So good boy, didn't try it. And he's still going with caution. Can you see? He's going as careful as he can. He's taken my advice. He trusts me, but at the same time, you can't just drive through because somebody said it was okay. So he went through with caution. Let's come back a smidge. Now look, it's signposted 14 foot. Yeah, 4.3 meters. So I think he was a good driver, because it's so easy to make this mistake. And the signposts, as always on all these bridges, ain't very good. So here he goes, nice and steady. So good lad, yeah. But that's our local low bridge. It causes so much trouble. And as always, all of these bridges are pretty poorly marked. If you've been this way, you know about it. Even if you accept it as a 14 foot and you know to divert around it. Yeah, they're never very good. They're never very good, because, has he been this way before? Is this on his route? You just get given an address. It's not a case of, right, go here. Remember, you're going into Warsaw, the transport office. Or maybe talk to where you're going today, blah, blah, blah. Or you're going to Warsaw, all right, watch out for that bridge on the way to Warsaw. It's not like the old days. The drivers don't. If you ask them, fine, if they even know. But the trouble with the youngsters now, with the no experience, not knowing where all these places are, they're gonna get themselves in so much trouble. In the old days, the old driver would come up to you. Where you going, son? I'm going here, there, and there. All right, Warsaw. Okay, remember, if you're going in Warsaw, there's a low bridge. There's none of that chit chat anymore, and it's not even written on his paperwork. I know the containers. Some of the firms now, beware of low bridges, but that means for everything. But on this route, was it the driver's responsibility to know and to look ahead? Or should have the part of the address or part of the instructions is, you're going into Warsaw, there's a low bridge on the way into Warsaw, just be aware of it. So he was a good driver, he was a safe driver, he didn't attempt it, and it's so easy to miss that bridge, so bloody easy, and most of them are. But luckily I had a place to turn around. Most of the shitty bridges haven't even got a place for you to come up to the bridge and turn around. So good driver, yeah. Made a mistake, but didn't make it worse by carrying on. So here is a beginning to a new day. Get yourself nice and comfortable, get on your knees and pray to the gods of nuts and bolts. So I'm not picking out anything particular. I'm just picking out what's in front of my face, what I see the most of easily. I'm not really digging or searching, just this is what's in my face, so this is what I'm picking up. And we'll start that little bundle. And the next thing I can see are these bigger ones. So we'll just pull out the bigger ones. Some are slightly longer than others. For now, I'm not going to separate them. For now, I'm just going to pull them out of my face. Just get them out of here. That's obviously some with a nut head, some of them with an Allen head. Put them over there, then I might resort them again. But obviously some of them are completely different. So we can spot those as well. So we know we've got another little pile of them coming. And just sort of, I've seen a few. Who the hell gets square nuts? That's an interesting, it's a few square nuts. We can make a lot out of these, can't we? Yeah, there's a few of these square nut things around that I can see out the corner of my eye. I'm not really searching, I'm not gonna, just because I see them, we have them. Okay, put them in another little pile. I see a few of these more shiny. I call these tow bar bolts, you know, but I've only got 3, so it doesn't matter. 3 is good enough to start a pile. 3 has got to begin somewhere, and as you go in picking them up, you see the one you want, you throw it there. Slightly longer one, you throw that there. We're still on these, and we'll just slowly and steadily go through them. There's going to be a lot of them. That's going to take a lot of space. Ooh, that's the big ones. Now we see, just happened to see that, so just put that there with that. Here's a few mothers, a few big ones. We can build with those, can't we? We can make stuff with them. Yeah, another square one. Something gets in your head, you start spotting them. Put that there. Square one, and square one. There's quite a few of these square ones now, isn't there? So let's stand back. What else can we see? Well, we can see these things with a sort of a funny end to them, and they're quite big, and they're quite in your face, aren't they? So that's another little pile over there. We can begin. That one. These are the longer. They show themselves. Just pick out the longer ones, put them in a separate place. And then these ones, there's a slight difference. One's got a slightly longer shoulder. They're similar size. One's got a longer shoulder and a shorter shoulder. So that tells us we can separate. We can easily see the short shoulder ones, and we can easily see the long shoulder ones. So that makes it easy to identify, you know. What else we got in here? There's still plenty of these. And what you can do, we've got them, we've already got a pack of them going, haven't we? What you can do if you want to, now look what's just come to my face. Nice big tech screws. So just have a quick scan around for the longer type tech screws. Just have a quick scan around now they've come to my attention. They're here, look. There's quite a few of them. And look, lo and behold, you've got yourself a handful of them. Without even thinking about it, without even really searching for them, you've got these. And that's all you want, just a little handful. So that begins that pile there, look. There we are, and as you're coming back, pick up a few of these on the way. Some have got shoulders, some haven't got shoulders, some are thread to the right way to the top. Again, it's just a way of identifying and bringing the pile down. So that's just fine. Let's do these nice shiny ones. They're taking my eye at the moment. I don't know whether they're plated or whether they're the real McCoy. They feel a bit heavy. So I'd say these ones are plated. But all the same, they're still nice, aren't they? There's two sizes. I'm not going to split hairs with the sizes. I'm just headed at the moment for the colour. I'm just for this exercise sorting out. I'm just headed for the colour. So we've got another colour one. We've got another little pile of colour ones. What are these? These are in my face at the moment. These things. So let's grab a handful of these. Let's just grab a handful of these and also spot them whilst you're going through, whilst you're digging through. There we are, look, just a handful. We'll put them over here. There's some sort of a handy sort of a washer. Another one of them, another one of them, another one of them, another couple of square ones, we know where they are. Yeah, we've done a few more square ones, nice and big. Oh, they're nice, look. I've not seen one of those before. Both ends. I'll bet you there'll be some lovely, look. These screws are here again, look. It's very funny how what you see and when you don't see. And you pick something up and then it's funny how you see it. Oh, that's sort of an interesting washer. Allen heads. See? It's funny, something comes to your attention and then you see them. You see them all over then, don't you? It's very odd when you're working through a pile. You take notice of something and then you see them everywhere. Yeah, it's funny. It almost plays tricks with your mind. Yeah. Another one here. You didn't see them, and when you see them, you see lots of them. Anyway, so on and so forth. So it's not too bad. And then what we'll do is we'll jar them all up, and then we'll put the jars, and we'll see how many jars get the most of. So on and so forth. So anyway, there's still lots to go. There's a huge amount to go. But then what you can do is you can just start again. You can pile them all up. You can mix and remix them, put them all on top of itself again, and then start again. Start all over. Yeah. Right then. I'm not going to burn too much tape on you. Well, my little munchkins, a little bit of inside information for you. I'm here. I'm in the manor. I've not been on the road. You may have noticed I've not been on the road. Well, there's been a reason for not being on the road. Anyway, I've had the one sort of investigation thing. Pregnancy. I call it a pregnancy test thing. And they've scanned it, had a look, didn't find nothing. So back of the queue, come again. So I'm here today to have an X-ray to see if they can find whatever the hell is causing this trouble. So anyway, here I am doing the do, getting a picture taken. Getting my picture taken. So yeah, this is the local Walsall Manor Hospital. Anyway, I'm always in trouble with these parking places. You don't get a ticket. Look, the barrier lifts, you don't get a ticket. I was expecting to get a ticket. So Debbie says, make sure you take your number plate with you, or, you know, you've took a picture of your number plates. So I think now the old cameras have already seen me arrive. I think there's a machine by the door. So you go in and then you pay, put your registration in the machine and you pay on the way out. I'm always getting into trouble with these damn parking machines. Always doing it wrong. And each time you go somewhere else, look, nobody's getting a ticket. So it must just go on your registration of when you arrive and when you leave. So anyway, I'll tell you how it works here. But I'm guessing now on the way out, I'll find a parking machine, punch in my registration number, and it should do the trick. But there's definitely no ticket, because when the fine comes through the post, Debbie will say to me, "You idiot, you should have got the ticket out of the machine." Well, there's no ticket to be had out of any machine. I just hope I'm in the right car park. So here I am by the machine. Look, it just tells you to put your registration in and then put your card or your coins or whatever in. So doesn't look such a bad thing, because we've seen some really complicated parking machines out there. That's why I was confused, because the thing has got 3 armholes. How the hell are you supposed to wear this? One there, and one there. So here we are. Let me just show you. Look, the Passat doesn't do that many mileage, but I can go back to the 10th of the 7th, 22 on my on the memory on the card. Do you know what I mean? So it keeps, now each one, this is a front camera and that's the rear camera, front and rear, front and rear, front and rear. So this is how far I can go back. Let's go all the way back there. Let's just do that, look, run that all the way up. So here's me coming back into the house, coming back through that low bridge. Let's have a look at that low bridge, by the way. Let's hold on a minute. That's the wrong place. Hold on. I'm way ahead of myself. Yeah, we need to come further back than that. Way further back. Come on, keep going, keep going. What date am I? Come on, let's find out. What date are we on? Hold on, I've messed that up as usual. Oh, that's how, because I was going the wrong way. Down here. Right. Let's go probably there. What is that? Yeah. Now let's follow this. It's a bit easier from this side, watching that bridge. Let's run it forward. Where are we? We're headed towards the bridge now. There we are. So that, at least here, you've got some chance. It's well signposted. It tells you the roundabout and it tells you where the bridge is. So that's not, it's from this side, it's quite good. You know, but from the other side, it's just way too busy. So here's me coming back through that bridge. Here it is, look. Where are we? Should we go forward a bit more? There we are. This is the bridge in question. I see a bit better from this side. The 14 means from that edge there, look. From there to there. So if you go through the middle, you're all right. You're all right up to 14 and a half. Let me tell you, sometimes, because it's a low bridge and I'm a trucker, sometimes I'll go around the diversion and Debbie will say, "Why are we going this way?" And I'll say, "Well, there's a low bridge that way." And then she'll say back to me, "Well, we're in the car, you idiot." So if you regularly, when we were in Focus, your mind, we used to run 16'3" trailers, and they're a complete nightmare to travel around the country in, going to any address that you're sent to. So my mind, my radar was constantly on for bridges, and I used to dodge the bridges even in my car. Yeah, you're highly, if you're running tall trailers, you're constantly thinking of low bridges, and that's where the trouble is. Let me give you a confession. Yeah, I have hit a bridge. Yeah, I have hit a bridge. Well, I rubbed it. It still did the same amount of damage though. And what they call tall boys. So I had an extra tall. It wasn't a double decker, but it was an extra tall. It was a 15-foot. Generally speaking, trailers are 14 and a half foot, there or thereabouts. Containers are 14 foot and 14 and a half foot if you've got a 40-footer on. But this particular case, I had a 15-foot tall boy on, and I just sort of presumed, I don't know why, I never realised it was a tall boy, and I rubbed a bridge. I rubbed my way under a bridge. Luckily, my front bit went under, and it was my arse end of the trailer that caught. Yeah, so that's called experience. That's called getting experience. Yeah, so anyway, after 30 years, it's the first ever bridge. I've only hit one once, and that's yeah. So it does happen. It does happen. So here we are coming from the bridge. So you've had a problem at the bridge, you've turned yourself around, here is the sign. Now I live down this little 7.5 tonner down there, but you see, it tells you how to get to the industrial estate, but it doesn't tell you how to get around the low bridge. So you can get yourself in a right pickle, you know, when you've turned around on a bridge. Just to let you know, just to let you see the rear cameras. For goodness, I know I keep banging on about it. For God's sake, put yourselves front and rear cameras to protect your money, your no claims. They are such a fantastic thing, and yes, I keep banging on about it. Get yourselves. They're not a lot of money compared to the grief you're going to get when somebody hits you and then accuses you, or you don't really know what happened. Look how clear they are. Look at the back of this. Look how clear they are. You know, you're traveling along. It has a clear picture. If anybody hits you, because of course they're not going to say, oh, I was eating my sandwich, I was lighting my cigarette and I banged into the back of you. No, they're going to say, the stupid idiot in front put his brakes on, and you've got really no defence. So I will keep banging on about get yourselves front and rear cameras. Protect yourself, protect your no claims. Clear to see, you know. Yeah, right. Reggie rant over.